snapped more than the ball? We've got specialists for that. Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
All right, Nassau County high school soccer fans, you are watching the Varsity Media Sports Network bringing you the Class B semifinals here at Farmingdale State College. It's going to be the Carle Place Frogs facing off against the Oyster Bay Baymen. Game 2 of the evening as the Cold Spring Harbor Seahawks advanced in Game 1 with a dominant victory over Evergreen Charter. Again, folks, you're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. It's the Carle Place Frogs, the Oyster Bay Baymen. My name is Robert Anderson. I'm here with my partner, Chris Unger, bringing you all the action today. And we want to thank our sponsors for the game today. Lifestyle Sports, the apparel company used by all soccer fans, all sports fans. Get them your jerseys today, Lifestyle Sports. And then Orlin and Cohen Orthopedic Group. Orlin and Cohen, the sponsor for 2 years, making all these games possible for you fans at home with no paywall. Again, I'm Robert Anderson here with my partner, Chris Unger. Chris, we saw a pretty dominant victory by Cold Spring Harbor. We're expecting something different here. What do we got lined up?
Well, we have two titans of the league right now going head-to-head. Should be a vastly different type of matchup tonight. Both are tall, both fast, both physical. This is going to be a thriller tonight at Farmingdale State College.
All right, so we're going to start out with Oyster Bay. They're going to be wearing their home whites today, and players to watch.
We've got number 20, Griffin Lawner, 1 goal for a total of 2 points, and number 9, Giselle Cruz, 5 goals, 5 assists for a total of 15 points.
2 studs up there, and Cruz is going to be a kid that we talk about throughout the entire game. There's the referees marching out the troops, and we're going to introduce you now to the starting lineup of Oyster Bay.
Number 9, Giselle Cruz, 21, Joel Molina, 13, Chris Hall, 11, Johnny Uloa, 10, Jeffrey Herrera, 20, Griffin Lawner, 7, Minor Zalea, 6, James Leary, 22, David Artuno, number 4, Israel Araya, and 44, Owen Mitchell in goal.
And that'll round them out. You can see that they mix it up. They've got a great bunch of talent on both sides of the ball as the players line up as well. And we're going to get up to now the Frogs players to watch and some familiar names.
We got number 17, Lucas Villegas. He's got 5 goals for a total of 10 points. And number 9, Ryan Leary, 1 goal, 2 points.
Keep in mind, that's 1 goal in 1 game. Now your starting lineups for the Frogs.
Number 9, Ryan Leary. 14, Anthony Maffetone. 28, Justin Escobar. 23, Cristiano Costa. 17, Lucas Villegas. 15, Gavin Lima. 19, Evan Mihalikas. 12, Andrew Aravalo. 4, Jaron Nunez. 19, Evan Mihalikas. 3, Nicholas Scasia, and number 0, Sebastian Reynoso in goal.
All right, Reynoso rounded it out there, the goalkeeper, and that's the Carle Place starters. And we'll tell you some interesting stuff about those starters. Coach Reardon saying this is what I drew up before the season, but I haven't seen this starting lineup once until the semifinals. And now we'll get a look at the goalkeepers. There's Reynoso.
He's got 41 saves. He's got 4 goals against with a save percentage of .911.
And then on the other side of the ball, it's going to be, there's the coach, Coach Connor Reardon. There he is, head coach And just for the typo, we said 19. He's corrected me the other day. He's got 6 seasons under his belt in Carle Place. He said, "What are you aging me? I'm not as old as you." He got upset. But Coach Reardon, a Bulldog out there, ready to bring his state championship team another championship. So now we're going to take a look at the other side of the ball.
Number 44, Owen Mitchell, junior goalkeeper, 106 saves with 19 against, save percentage 848.
And there's their referee, our buddy, Varsity Media color analyst and Instagram man, Brian Donahue. He's the head coach over there on the Oyster base side, a passionate leader for sure, and he's ready to face off. Now we're going to get to the keys of the game, Chris.
All right, for Oyster Bay, they need to maintain their pace and physicality throughout the entire game. They need to prepare for Leary throw-ins. That young man can throw it right into the box, and they need to look for opportunities and their winning attitude.
And then on the Carle Place side,
they need to build up from the back. They need to keep momentum from the season. They got to keep moving into the playoffs with their solid effort. They need to play loose, and winners win.
All right, folks, you got the keys to the game. It's Carle Place in Oyster Bay, the semifinals for the Class B. Folks, you're watching it here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're going to be back after the national anthem.
Snap more than the ball? We've got specialists for that. Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
It's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves. You've seen the dedication, the long hours, the early mornings, the sacrifice. You know your athlete has what it takes, but how do you make sure the right people see it? The recruiting process isn't easy. Coaches are flooded with highlights, but how do you stand out in the crowd? At Varsity Media, we specialize in creating game-changing ISO videos, high-definition, athlete-focused footage that highlights exactly what college recruiters want to see. With our up-close ISO video, we capture your athlete's key moments. No more wide angles showing other players. This is just your athlete's pure, raw talent. This is more than a video. This is the opportunity your athlete deserves. Give your athlete the edge they need. Make the right impression with Varsity Media's ISO video service. The future starts now.
Hey,
And we are back here on the Varsity Media Sports Network, Farmingdale State College, home of the Rams. It's going to be Carle Place Frogs and the Oyster Bay Baymen. And it has gotten quite the run today. Earlier, Cold Spring Harbor and Evergreen Charter. Chris?
Well, we had a 5-0 victory by Cold Spring Harbor tonight, and in dominant fashion, they are going to the Class B Finals.
And they're going to face off against the winner of this one. That game's going to be played on the 30th of October, 7 p.m. here on Farmingdale State College or here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And there we got the officials in the center over there. They're going to be out there on a 53-degree day. Feels like 49 this evening. First game started out at almost 60, so as the sun goes down, as does the temperature. But what doesn't go down is the quality of the officials in this game. In the middle, look at that guy. That's a Hall of Famer, recent Hall of Fame inductee, referee Tom Cully, handsome guy over there. Our ARs for today, Jim Best and Steve Denisi. And our fourth official, we call him Philly Gabagool. So Phil Catalano over there is our number 4. By far one of my favorite fellas out there. All 4 of these guys, I love them. Denisi was up at the States last year. He's a state-level official. Catalano comes back down, semi-retirement, does a lot of games. Cully, Hall of Famer, and Jim Best, one of the most athletic officials out there, also a fantastic basketball referee. So they brought the A-team tonight for this game.
They certainly did. When the stakes are highest, you need the best in the game, and it looks like they've got it tonight.
They certainly have. And speaking of best of the game, Carle Place Frogs, state champions, a heck of a run last year. And part of that run, Chris, they had to get through the Oyster Bay Baymen, who might have given them one of the toughest battles, and in part because of the heated rivalry that they have.
There is no love lost between these two teams, and tonight they are both looking for a trip to the final. Should be interesting throughout the game.
It certainly should be, and there's Oyster Bay. And when you talk to these coaches, you know, there's this little smirk on both their faces when they talk about each other. Coach Donahue loves getting under Reardon's skin via the text. By the way, got to meet Coach Donahue's lovely wife, Autumn, before the game, right?
Absolutely wonderful woman.
Absolutely wonderful, and the patience of a saint with somebody who does the Instagram full-time and coaches. This one's underway. Oyster Bay, the first kick. And then talking to Coach Reardon, he's got that smirk on his face, too. He knows Coach Donahue's trying to get under his skin, and a cool little rivalry between these two. So this game underway. The Baymen start out with the ball. Some nice control out of the gate.
There's already a higher intensity in this game than the earlier matchup, Rob. This is going to be a banger of a match.
It certainly should be. And again, like you said, no love lost between these two. The Baymen bringing it early, trying to keep Carle Place on their heels. And a lot of narratives that we're going to share with you here today. Both coaches really doing a great job getting us some game notes. And one of those narratives for Oyster Bay, a nice team dinner last night. Ryan Leary dishes it off to Gavin Lima. That ball gets through. It's going to be on the foot of Leary, the guy you don't want, shoulder to shoulder. I mean, that's what an all-state football player does. Shot on net, first one for Ryan Leary, and a nice save there. So Reynoso gets his first save of the game. Shot by Leary. Man, the pace of this is so different, huh?
Not only the pace, the energy of the fans in front of the press box is absolutely fantastic.
It certainly is, and that tells you everything you need to know about this game. I mean, it is going to be high intensity, and you can bet they're not going to take the foot off the gas for 80 minutes. And by the way, I might have misspoke by looking into the future with Ryan Leary, all-state football player, but he's had a sensational season as a football star and now has joined the soccer pitch. And he's a returning two-time all-state soccer player, two-time all-state basketball player, and on pace to be an all-state football player.
truly a unique athlete anywhere on Long Island, Carle Place, or anywhere else.
Yeah, you don't see much. And, you know, Dad, the president of our organization, great guy, Pat Leary. So Ryan finishing up his senior year. We'll see how he does. And they are moving the ball very well right now. Carle Place picking it up after giving a little leverage to Oyster Bay.
Looks like the Baymen are playing a little bit of a strong backfield. I see 6 in the back right now, and it looks like they're just trying to control the pace.
They certainly are, and they know that they have some talent back there in Reynoso. Good shot stopper. Here's Leary again. He's going to get a nice cross, and the first goal of the game, and boy, that happened quick. And it looks like it was Anthony Maffetone finishing up the cross by Ryan Leary. Leary getting space twice. One a shot on net, the second one across, and Maffetone finishes up 1-0 Frogs.
And it looks like Carle Place is going to set the tone early right now. Take a look at this cross. Here's Ryan Leary. Hits to the left. And boom, top corner. Great shot.
It absolutely is. So it's Maffetone from Leary for the first goal of the game. And you can tally that up under 3 minutes. And, you know, Oyster Bay coming out with a tremendous pace, maybe a little composure. There's a lot of intensity, but last year they were down 3-0, made the game 3-2, and Carle Place hung on. So you can't count these teams out.
Early on, it looks like the refs are going to let them play tonight.
As we get our first foul of the game. So, doesn't that happen a lot in this
Every
gig?
time.
Every time.
Murphy's Law.
So Oyster Bay over the ball, first free kick, put into the 16 deep. Handled, first shot on the net the other way.
Scooped up by Sebastian Reynoso.
And sorry, Reynoso making the save on that side. I'm mixing up my keepers over here. What a mess. So it's right now 1 save for Reynoso and 1 save for Owen Mitchell of Oyster Bay.
And the Baymen are moving up the left side of the field quite well. And Carle Place clears it for a corner.
So it is going to be a corner kick here for Oyster Bay.
Giselle Cruz, number 9, freshman, is taking the corner.
Freshman and an absolute stud of a player. Giselle, 5 goals, 5 assists on the season. And we want to say hi to Giselle's mom. FaceTime with her before the game. And Coach Donahue wanted to say hello. That ball put into play, and the header back the other way, just wide. And they were trying to even that one out. A heck of a shot there.
Both teams getting early opportunities. Here's the corner. It's coming into the box. Head on it, and just a little wide left.
Just wide, but a nice setup there by Giselle Cruz. He's a 3rd-year varsity player as a freshman. That's insane. That means he's been on varsity since 7th grade. And Coach Donahue saying he's got a deadly left foot. He's an all-county player this year. And he says he's got the rocket shot. 2-time all-conference player. So check this out, right? Giselle Cruz, 2-time all-conference, 1-time all-county, 3 years on varsity, and he's in 9th grade.
Imagine that. Starting as a 7th, 8th, and 9th grader.
And winning awards in every season.
And you do not see that often.
No. So the future is bright in Oyster Bay, and they're hoping that they can make their immediate future a little brighter as they're down 1-0 here with a little over 5 minutes in. What a pace. So one of the narratives as well, we mentioned that Coach Connor Reardon saying, I penciled this in day 1, and I have not had this team on the pitch until the semifinals because of injuries, the situation with Leary early on. What does that do? Are they ready?
I wonder if they have enough time together on the field to close this game out. There's a lot of time on this clock, and do they have enough experience with each other to do this?
Yeah, and I mean, they do have some state champion pedigree, so I mean, that always helps, but it is kind of a new squad. Mehalakis, Stratos, graduating last year, big part of the team.
Anytime you have a state champion, there is a culture of winning on the field. And that may be on Carle Place's side.
It looks like it's going that way. Giselle Cruz, though, got the Rockets going. He was going pretty deep there, and they're going to move the ball up. It's a throw-in, so the ball did go out of bounds. Boy, the Oyster Bay team, apparently a nice dinner last night prior to this game, where some of the seniors got very emotional out there, and, you know, they're ramped up. They're ready to go. Also ready to go, I hear November 21st, Coach Geiger, the assistant coach, is going to have his first kid.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach. It's a wild ride. Enjoy it.
His first one. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Geiger. So Oyster Bay now starting to settle it down. This was a pretty frenetic game out of the gate. And while the energy level's still up, it might just be settling in a little bit. And here's Cristiano Costa. Costa, one of the guys that will go up and top. He's kind of like the coach that he's similar to Gavin Lima. He's got Lima and Costa kind of facsimiles of one another. And that's a lot of talent on the outside. So right now the lone tally is Maffetone from Leary, 1-0. Carle Place.
Bayman on the pass back just to open up this field right now. They're putting it out wide.
Little tie up there. It's a play on situation as Nicholas Scotcha. And right now, putting together some real nice touches, Carle Place. You saw Justin Escobar. He's wearing number 28. He's a junior, first-year starter. He's 6'4", easy to notice in the center of the field for Carle Place. Big body, big target. Talked about that in the last game. When you got a big guy like that, you look for him. Heavy touch there, and coming out, Reynoso going to put a little boot on it. That was a nice turn there by Gavin Lima. Looked like he had a heavy touch. Nice turn and getting that ball up the field. Lima, one of those versatile players also. Goes up top, plays the midfield. Coach said he lives and breathes soccer. He's got a nose for the net.
Well, I tell you, both teams look very hyped, full of energy. They're getting up and down the field quite well. Same thing with the crowd. It's great.
They are ready to go. And a big crowd here for an 8:30 start on a 53-degree night. And we got to give credit to the fans also. We had some technical difficulties. They just started singing the national anthem and did a heck of a job out there in unison. All right, so here comes that Ryan Leary throw-in, the old hop and drop. And he's got a rocket ship. This thing can be put on target. You can even hear the PA announce a little extra. There's the hop and the drop, and it is a line drive to center field. Kicked out there by Oyster Bay, but recollected. Back to Leary. A little bit of a missed touch. The ball stays in play off Leary. Really nice job.
Oh, and Yusel Perez trying to make something happen.
That was James Leary. He's out there wearing number 6 for Oyster Bay on defense. He did a nice job. He's called the workhorse on defense. High IQ guy. Oh, boy, that one through. But you got a Leary on Leary battle on that right side. And, you know, Coach was telling me that James Leary is on pace to be the valedictorian. He's only a sophomore. He's got the highest grade point averages. And his dad, Tim, works in Carle Place with Connor Reardon.
Interesting.
And, yeah, and has taught all of the Carle Place players. Pretty wild. Little built-in rivalries everywhere. So again, folks, Carle Place in their greens, their home greens. And Oyster Bay wearing their whites. And now a little bit, the pace of play is definitely, that was the first 4 minutes were pretty nuts. Nine nifty moves out there.
Both teams look very evenly matched right now as well.
And that follow-up shot blocked out in front. Owen Mitchell scoops it up, throws it out. Good idea. And caught up nicely by Christian Rivera. Oh, correction, Christopher Hall. Hall wearing number 13 on the outside. He's got a little bit of space right there. Coach said he's one of the best athletes in the building. He's got a Michael Jordan mentality. Gotta love that. Dad, a college baseball player, mom, basketball star. So, you know, one of the things that I like with Donahue, he's telling us all about the like they come from families of athletes, a lot of these kids.
Yes, and the fact that they had dinner together as a group last night to celebrate the season, prepare for the playoffs, and it sounded like they did the cooking for their team.
Yeah, yeah, you would do the same.
The level of care that we all have with our high school athletes is just remarkable.
It is. Nassau County coaches, all of them really do a great job, and it's a pleasure doing our job because we get to learn all this stuff. So it's going to, a little confusion on the field, but it's going to be a throw-in for Carle Place.
Logan Gomez will check into this game.
So Oyster Bay now trying to make their case and set something up in the offensive zone. And you can look right now, 5 back for Carle Place. Jazz Cruz, he puts it on net. Reynoso with the save, his second of the game. And Giselle Cruz with that deadly foot getting another one on net. Look at the ball boy running down there. I thought he was on that. I was like, who's that guy? Trying to check a number. Good job. Another thing you like to see, that the young kids in the community all around the field ready to hand the balls off to the varsity players and get those throw-ins quick. Big boot downfield there. And wow, that was a long pass broken up by Israel Araya.
Rob, very often these ball boys are the younger siblings of the current varsity team. So it's about keeping the pipeline of soccer players moving up and keeping the interest and love of the game at hand.
And they can say they got it in the playoffs on the field here at Farmingdale. Some nice moves down there and sent deep down the right side. And what do we got? It's going to be a goal kick. So we're talking about that defender over there on the Oyster Bay side, Araya. They call him Izzy. And the heart and soul of the defense. And he's come back from a concussion. So a lot of injuries during the season, too. It's why Coach Reardon said he didn't have a full lineup. Sent in deep. Leary gives chase, switches to the other side. And now on the right, you see Logan Gomez, the freshman, playing on the other side, opposite Leary. And the matchup in the midfield there, you can see Gomes wearing number 2, facing off against Christopher Hall. Both tall kids. Good matchup there. There's that touch by Gomes, 6'2" lefty. A little hit from the back, and it's going to be Oyster Bay with the free kick. Moving it quickly. Chris, right now, Oyster Bay struggling to get down inside that 16. Forcing the ball up the middle. I mean, what are you seeing that they need to maybe just coordinate better to get the ball in?
It looks like they're holding a little too far back in the backfield, and their midfield is not moving up with the offense. Each time they've pushed the ball out wide, they've had no one to cross it into in the midfield. So hopefully they make that adjustment before the half and maybe capitalize on some movement.
Maybe feeling a little tentative back there, and they do have a strong defense, but right now down 1-0. It was a quick tally. Carle Place went up 1-0. But it's settled down again. Right now, you've got Owen Mitchell with a save. You've got Reynoso with 2. So getting some shots here as we are 17 minutes into this. Game 2. Game 1, a tilted affair was Cold Spring Harbor winning 5-0 over the Evergreen Charter Bears. Young squad looking to make their way back next year, but Cold Spring Harbor advances, waiting for the winner of this one. Coach Lynch in attendance.
It looks like the Baymen really need to start using their outside backs a little bit more. They're waiting too far back when they're moving up.
Throwing for the Frogs. And this Bayman throwing.
It's going to be James Leary throwing the ball in. Looked like he was thinking about going quickly, but settles it down. Hall with the trying to keep it out in front of him, loses the touch, and it's going to go the way of the Frogs. Chris, you pointed out, spirited crowd today.
Another interesting observation tonight with the temperature in the earlier game. The young men were taking the gloves off. Looked like they were trying to eat them and hold them in their mouths on the throw-ins. Right now, gloves are staying on. It is chilly.
It certainly is, and both benches standing up. That's unlike the first game, too, right? In the first game, both of the bench players were sitting down, staying bundled. These guys are up on their feet.
Some throw by Leary up the right side just now.
And here are some good touches. And that ball sent down in the middle. The shot wide. And it was a good heavy touch there by Lucas Villegas, number 17.
Here's the touch, 17. And just to the left side.
Looked like he might have got a little bit on the inside of the cleat, but a good heads-up pass by Justin Escobar. Escobar, first-year starter on this team, another big kid, 6'4". Like, they got some big kids on this, Carl. What are they putting in the water there?
It's wild. It's different water than I have in my house.
Both of us.
Number 15, Gavin Lima.
Lucas Villegas is a returning All-County Honorable Mention player. 3-year starter on this team. And he really stepped up his game this year. Part of the state championship last year and this year. Oh, that might be. Oh, boy. Okay, no handball called. Incidental in the box. So Oyster Bay trying to move that ball up. Oh, there you go. You could have had a handball the other way. So play on, play on. So Lucas Villegas, his pops is the athletic director at Hewlett. He's got a twin sister at Carle Place. And we mentioned, I don't think we mentioned yet, there's a face-off of these two schools tomorrow. Varsity girls.
Yes, at Carle Place.
Yep, in the semifinals. And we got a stoppage of the clock with a man down.
Coming up, let's take a look at a potential handball. Oh, the ball did, in fact, hit the arms of number 6.
Well, it's a good thing we've got a replay. But I tell you, Coach Reardon wishes they could have that moment on the field for a replay. That was that's a tough one. But Oyster Bay getting away with it, so they played on and almost had a nice attack on the other side. So referee Cully stopped the clock for injury. It looks like everything's good. We're going to play on. And back at it here, 20 minutes in, 1-0 in favor of the Frogs.
We are now halfway through the first half of game play.
Carle Place is moving the ball, switching the field. They're looking very comfortable right now.
They certainly are, and they, you know, any kind of rust you thought you might have by not having this crew together, they certainly are not showing any of it right now. Oyster Bay right now just struggling to get some things together. You know, they really came out guns a-blazing, and here's an opportunity perhaps. But again, look at how many guys. They got 7. They peel 7 back, and then their attack is just so versatile. They move so quickly up the field.
At this level, it takes a total team effort. You need your entire backfield. You need your midfield, all clogging that center in front of the goal.
You certainly do, and I mean, look at that. That was a great play there. Jeffrey Herrera, the senior midfielder, brother of Anderson Herrera, and the cousin of Chris, 3, family affair out there. Beautiful ball sent into the corner there for Christopher Hall. And just a little bit of a heavy touch, but that was the first opportunity. It looked like they really had something that they could put together as Cruz tries to handle it.
And we've got a corner for the Baymen right now.
And it's going to be Giselle Cruz over the ball, and he had a heck of a corner kick earlier.
Yep, sensational freshman. Let's see what he can do right here. Oyster Bay's lined up outside the 18.
Corner kick for the Bayman, number 9, Ryan.
The lefty sets it in,
Giselle Cruz.
and we've got a foul on the play, and it's going to be called against Oyster Bay.
Kick out of the backfield by Evan Mihalakis.
And again, Evan, big brother Strato, state champion. He was a midfielder last season, Evan was. And he's a 3-sport athlete. So Evan Mihalakis, basketball, baseball, soccer. His older brother Stratos again on the team last year. And his older brother led the team with 18 goals last season. Absolute incredible season for Stratos Mihalakis. And here comes Carle Place trying to build something. Putting a lot of pressure on Leary. He manages to distribute it out. Costa sends it back out to the side. And it's a blazing shot put out in front, looking for Justin Escobar, but can't connect.
Oyster Bay able to clear it out of the box.
Good step there. And we got a man down, nothing getting called on that one. Carle Place gets that ball back up. So a lot of play in the midfield now. It's not as aggressive as it opened up. 16 minutes remaining in this first half.
The Baymen seem to have settled in. They're starting to see the passing lanes, and they're playing from side to side quite well. So it looks like it'll be a matter of time before they're able to connect on something in the offensive third.
It certainly looks like it for sure. Both of these teams are grinding. But it's tempered down a little bit as far as the, you know, still playing a physical game, but it's not as, again, frenetic as it was in the beginning. Both of these coaches bring that energy also. They're both pretty intense guys.
For Carle Place, number 9, Ryan Leary.
And here's the Leary throw. Puts that one down in the corner for Villegas. Villegas blazing speed towards the net. He's got a shot. Nice save by Mitchell. The rebound. Mitchell gets his hand on it. 2 more saves for Owen Mitchell.
Owen Mitchell really being tested throughout this game right now. Here we go. Pass in, shot, hands on the ball, deflection, and a second save.
And Lucas Villegas putting a shirt over his head there. He got to that net quickly. Speaking of getting to the net quickly, here we go again. Nice pass out in front. Leary's going to send it out. Shot deep, blocked. I'll tell you, if Villegas gets a head full of steam, he could blaze.
Both teams have superior footwork on the ball. We've seen a lot of 1v1 matchups all over the field, both being very successful at it so far.
Yeah, a lot of technical skill out there on both sides of this ball. And again, we said Coach Christian Lynch sticking around doing a scouting report after getting his 5-0 victory. Staff of Oyster Bay, we mentioned head coach Brian Donahue's assistant Rich Geiger, again, dad-to-be. Oh, here comes the Bayman, maybe an opportunity, but oh, Reynoso bobbles it. It's going to be a wide open shot, blocked by the defense, second effort, and it's a goal, scored.
Unbelievable tenacity shown just now by number 13, Christopher Hall.
Yep, and the Hall finishes, call him the Hall of Famer. His coach said that he is maybe the best athlete on the field, and you saw it. Watch him follow up.
Watch this right here. Goalie comes out, can't get his hands on it. Hall takes it, crosses, and is able to keep following and pop it right in.
An incredible goal there as he followed up. And Chris Hall gets on the board.
Great example of never giving up on a play.
So this game now tied at 1 apiece. Christopher Hall, a great second effort, great athleticism. And I think that ball just kind of skipped up on Reynoso off the turf. It looked like he had his hands low. Ball hopped
And
up.
just couldn't quite get his hand on it and bring it into his chest.
Tough break, but taken advantage of, and we are tied at 1.
Great throw. Up and over the net.
So again, just mention it, head coach Donahue, assistant coach Rich Geiger. Their JV coaches here. It's Antonio Del Prete, played for Seaford, and Donahue coached against them. And the middle school coach, George Castidis, is here, played for Carle Place, and had the game-winning assist in Carle Place's first state title game. And his coach, Coach Alan Foraker, who I coached against for years in Carle Place, legend, another Hall of Famer, by the way. So Coach Foraker out there today. It's a great soccer community there. When you got a guy, an admin that's a soccer guy, you know you're going to get a lot of support.
Absolutely, 100%. And you're able to keep that level of excellence from one generation right down to the next.
So we're back in action here. That one's popped out. Oyster Bay looking for a second one. Blocked. Another effort. It's those second efforts that they are really not quitting on. And we mentioned Coach Foraker. That, again, Carle Place. And we've got Coach Connor Reardon, who's been coaching there for 6 years. At his side, Coach Stephen Lorino. Steve is a great basketball coach as well. Connor coaches girls basketball. He's got state championships on that side. So Carle Place, a lot of great athletics, girls and boys. And again, Oyster Bay and Carle Place girls teams facing off in the semifinals tomorrow. So
nice rivalry weekend.
Brewing all over the place, right? Girls, boys, doesn't matter. So we are back in action here. Carle Place now taking command. We are knotted up at 1. Carle Place early on in the game, but Oyster Bay evens the score. Big collision there, shoulder to shoulder.
Carle Place looking to settle it again, right near the third line.
Gavin Lima finds a nice through ball, but Leary barely could touch it before he's challenged. And that challenge was Israel Araya back there. Nice pickpocket there as Oyster Bay moves the ball up. Not many guys up, although look at Giselle Cruz. Oh, my God. Cruz missile. I think he's going to be offside. He will. Well in front of the play. He's arguing his case, but he was off by a few feet.
Baymen just cleared the ball out on the right side there. Let's see what Carle Place is going to do. Looks like Leary's going to take the throw. Probably right into the box. They're going to attack the net hard right here.
As he does, you can see they're all lined up at the 16. It's going to be a full-fledged attack, one on the keeper. And obviously that big body is Justin Escobar on the keeper. And as that big throw to Escobar. Escobar misses the header, rolls back out, swing and a miss. Leary gets it. Big shoulder-to-shoulder there, but he's going to get the call against him. And Oyster Bay gets it. Regular season, by the way, just so we know. Game 1, Oyster Bay was down 2-0 in the first half. They came back and scored 2 goals inside the final 8 minutes to tie the game. That tells you about how these two teams play. Game 2, 0-0, until Carle Place got a PK late in the second half. So, oh boy, a big collision there.
Yep, 50-50 going for the header, and they both collided and did not come down with it.
Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, that was Jonathan Ulloa going up against the big Justin Escobar. Ulloa, they call, ironically, he's called the enforcer in the middle of the field, right on cue there.
Now we can see why.
Yeah, and he's the CDM role, and Coach Eddie loves to get physical. He's not intimidated by anybody. And last year, I got time to tell this. So last year was 3-2, right? Leary's pushing the ball to the flag, trying to kill some time, hold it down. And it was Ulloa who went in there and, tackled him. He got a yellow card on the play, but Ulloa just wants to put that body out.
And it sends a clear message to the other team.
It certainly does.
They will not be pushed around.
A corner kick here, though, so they're going to have to protect not getting pushed around. That one's out in front. Leary with the header. What a save by Owen Mitchell, ranging to his right.
And a quick release to throw the ball out to the left side, and now the Baymen are off to the races.
That's Mitchell's 5th save of the game. An impressive shot, but an even more impressive save. Let's get a look at it, Coach.
Look at this. Full extension by the goalie coming up. Gets 2 hands on it. Unbelievable.
Wow. That's just instinct and athleticism all in one. This one sent in deep. Leary gets a little flick touch. Mitchell's going to catch it. Save number 6. Mitchell's getting some work now.
Yeah, Mitchell, right?
6 saves.
It's pretty impressive. He has the quick release. He gets his hands on the ball, and then he gets it right out with a throw to maintain possession and not go for that 50-50 in the midfield.
That one almost squirts through. Escobar looking. He does wind up connecting. He's a big body out there, huh? And he gets pickpocketed. Look at Oyster Bay. They are just relentless. Another collision out in front, and we're going to have a stoppage of play, and I believe it's going to be David Ortuno collecting a yellow. We're going to get a look at the upcoming schedule as this heads on. So we're going to be back here tomorrow. We've got Syosset and Oceanside AAA matchup, 6 p.m. That's going to be a beauty. Herrick's and Port Washington, 8:30. Another beauty. Top teams in the conference. So much action on Varsity Media. AAA's tomorrow. Then we move on to the A's on Sunday. So the card is set to David Ortuno, the defensive leader's captain out there. And over the ball is going to be Gavin Lima. Lima the shot, and it's going to be up and over. We've seen a lot of that this evening. So, Chris, your coach Donahue and your stud senior defender has a yellow. How do you play this for the next 7 and going into the second half?
I think you give him a little break on the bench for the next 7 minutes heading into the half. You'll have 10 at the half, so he gets some time to get those legs refreshed and come right back in for the second half and go for it.
I agree with you, but it looks like he's coming right right while we're talking about it. He just threw the penny off.
I tell you, it's an aggressive move on Coach Donahue's part, but he knows his team best, and he knows who's going to give them the best opportunity to get the next goal.
He's definitely the guy that can lock it down, and he's not frightened either. Big body back there. You just got to hope this game gets physical.
Both teams, although physical, playing very composed ball. They're not heated. They're both very focused on their own teammates and moving the ball around the field. Coach Donahue knows that as well. So
Lima with some nice moves. Gets the ball out to Leary. Leary, a nice touch, gets it deep. This is where he's dangerous. They're going to say he's clean. It's clean. It looked like he lost his foot, I'll be honest with you.
Might have been. He was leaning forward on that one, trying to catch up to his body.
And the AR on that side, I believe, is it Jim? Regardless, whether it's Denise or Best, these are the best guys out there. I can't tell because they're wearing their headgear. That's Denise. Tell by the way he walks.
Yeah. Steve's a great official. We've had him a number of times this season. Always calls it a very fair game. Really knows the rules, and keeps the pace of play appropriate.
And you get a call like that when you're going shoulder to shoulder in the type of game that you got, you're not going to make it in the box. Here's Escobar. A few too many touches. I'll be honest, if Escobar could distribute a little earlier, he could be a really dangerous player. Like 1 or 2 touches too many. But he's always in the right place to receive.
Might have to just pick his head up just a little bit more and look for a little assistance.
5 minutes remaining in this half. We are tied up at 1. It was an early goal, very early goal by Carle, under 3 minutes. And then a beautiful second effort by Chris Hall following up on his shot. And here's a nice through ball. Sorry, Chris, where you going?
Bayman got to get some numbers up.
Cruz lunges at that one. He's down, holding on to his ankle. I didn't see any contact.
It's always good when a player goes down and someone from the opposite team comes over, helps you up, gives you a pat, lets you know that everything's all good on the field.
Yeah, that was Cristiano Costa coming over. So respect, right? They might not love each other, but they're certainly
they respect each other's talents on the pitch.
And you can see it.
Number 20, Griffin Lawner with the throw-in.
Griffin Lawner with the throw. We haven't said much about Griffin other than player of the game right now, so looking to maybe get him going in this game on the Oyster Bay side. Lawner,
Number 6,
a great
James
athlete.
Leary.
They call him Mr. Fundamentals. And he's worked on his physicality. It's paid off, and he won goal of the week for a bomb against Wheatley. And I'll tell you a story with Lawner. Before the season, Coach Donahue said, "Are you a man or a mouse?" And he took that like really to heart and said, I'm going to man up this year, Coach." And he has been a leader on this field for Oyster Bay.
It's great watching the kids mature, both in the classroom and on the field.
And it's a good challenge, you know. You're trying to say, there's a lion in you. There's something else in you. We got to get it out. And then they step up, and you certainly see it.
And sometimes the coach sees it before some others.
Sure, absolutely. Good battle down low. It's going to be last to Oyster Bay. All right, they're going to get the throw deep. It's a quick one. Good step there by the Carle Place defense. Cruz tries to settle it. I'm going to have another throw-in.
Throw-in, number 6, James Leary.
So Leary gets the throw. Oyster Bay's been controlling some pace right now. Every ball going out is their throw. And right when I say it, there's a foul. It's going to go the other way. It looks like Cruz might have had some contact below the waist. Escobar has some space, puts it into space for Villegas. Villegas, that speed. Heavy touch. So, Chris, we got 2 minutes left in this first half. We're tied up at 1.
In the first half.
What adjustments need to be made, Rob? Both are playing physical. Both are going wide. Both are crossing into the midfield.
Seems like a game that's going to be decided on a mistake.
I completely agree.
Which both teams know how to take advantage of.
Both teams are moving well on and off the ball.
Good job there on the defense. That was Anthony Maffetone, the goal scorer. And another collision in the middle of the field. Carle Place is going to get it, but a man down on the play. All right, so it's Cristiano Costa that went down. He got the call, so he's up. He's ready to go, and it's Escobar over the ball. You got Leary and Maffetone down deep.
Number 28, Justin Escobar.
That one sent in. Header blocked, looking for Leary.
Got to have some more people in the box in order to capitalize on that kick.
So Carle Place now has it deep in the zone, 40 seconds left. Oyster Bay looking to turn it the other way. So we got 30 seconds on the clock in this second half. Tied up at 1. Class B semifinals. Varsity Media Sports Network, Farmingdale State College. Live if you're in the stands. And that one is thrown out by Mitchell. He's got another save on his list. He's got 7 now. Physicality continues. Play on.
Looks like the physicality is increasing as we're heading into the half.
You say Cully's eyes are like a hawk. And that is going to take us into the half. We're tied up at 1. We're going to take a look at both of these goals. The first one early on, it's a nice cross by Leary. He finds Maffetone. The finish, a beauty up in the top corner. They held on to that for a while, but then Oyster Bay said, we're not done. Look at the effort here by Chris Hall. Just a tough touch by Reynoso. Looked like it bounced off the defender. Second effort, Hall finishes. And we're tied up at 1. Folks, you're watching all of it on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We'll be back.
Snap more than the ball? We've got specialists for that. Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
Hi, I'm Dr. Craig Levitz. I'm the Chief of Sports Medicine at Northwell Health, as well as the Chief of Sports Medicine at Orlin and Cohen Orthopedics. Here to talk to you today a little bit about injuries we see in boys soccer players. With the playoffs coming up, we're always at increased risk of injury, particularly with the weather turning. And obviously the most common injury we worry about and see in soccer athletes is ACL injuries. Most other injuries are minor and treated easily with rehab and anti-inflammatories, and people don't miss a lot of time, but soccer is well known for the dreaded ACL injury. And we thought we'd spend some time today talking about early warning signs for that, prevention, things that can suggest this just needs Motrin, ice, and you can play the next day, versus signs and symptoms to get to a doctor as soon as possible. The most common sign or symptom of an ACL injury is a pop while you're playing. Now these pops come in all makes and varieties. Some people feel a minor pop and are able to keep running, even finish parts of a game. Other people go down on the field and it's a significant injury. And then a lot of people are somewhere in between. But when a knee pops, 90% of the time it is the ACL that tears. The ACL actually just explodes, it doesn't tear, and the popping is you're hearing it exploding. In the absence of a pop, or even if you hear a pop and you think you're okay, there can be a whole host of other alternatives that it is. And it's really whether that pop occurs and how you're feeling the next day. The curveball being that even with an ACL injury, you can feel fine the next day and still tear your ACL, because the pain is from the bleeding, and you can tear it and not have much bleeding because they come in all makes and varieties of severe tears and minor tears. Generally, if there's not a lot of swelling in your knee looks like your other knee, you can run without pain, you're probably okay, and working with the trainer and taking some anti-inflammatories is fine. On the other hand, if you're having increased pain or swelling when running, that swelling is often blood, and that would be highly suggestive of an injury, and that's where you should highly consider seeking an orthopedic's attention as soon as possible. When I grew up, you had to rely on the orthopedic surgeon's hands. Now, in all of our facilities, we have an MRI readily available. Our firm belief is treating high school athletes like professional athletes. It's very rare you see someone come off the professional soccer field or football field with an injury and they haven't had an MRI the next day. It's already reported in the paper before, right after they have had their injury. We treat high school and college athletes the same way. If they get hurt, we want to be able to send them back onto the field safely and quickly. The high school season is short, it's 8 weeks. It's very easy for a doctor to say, sit out 4 weeks while we see if this is anything significant. But we would rather do an MRI right away and know exactly what is going on. So it's not dangerous, we can get athletes back onto the field as soon as possible. Unfortunately, some people do have the dreaded ACL injury, and the only treatment for that is surgery. However, with newer techniques, people are getting back quicker and earlier, and it's no longer the career-ending injury that it was when I was a child. But now, I would say 99% of our athletes are back on the field within several months playing and participating as good as they ever were. So to sum up, in the future, if you hurt your knee, A, listen for the pop. That's a sign to see the doctor right away. B, if you're able to run and there's not much swelling and everything's fine and anti-inflammatories make it better, you're probably okay. But if there's any question at all, it's very easy to get a quick MRI and know things are good and get back out there.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships. Hey parents, coaches, and players. Ever wonder what makes Varsity Media stand out as the tri-state leader in sports live streaming and videography?
If you're looking to optimize your sporting event, look no further than Varsity Media's coverage. Since working with them over the course of the past 4 years through the Elite 5 New York City Football Showcase, their coverage has helped take us to the top.
Varsity Media does an unbelievable job in terms of the broadcast, backgrounds on kids, do a great job of exposure from top to bottom. I couldn't really say anything negative. It's been a great couple of years that we've been working together, and it's just fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you, the fact that you guys are here has helped grow it, really. I mean, Varsity Media has been a good partner with us now for the last couple of years. That brings this game to a much broader audience.
The level of detail and that you go to, I mean, obviously the announcers, the camera angles, the slow motions, I mean, you feel like it's being covered by, ESPN.
If you'd like to book with Varsity Media, reach out at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Now is a great time to book a sportscast with Varsity Media. What sets our sportscast apart isn't just the quality of our production, it's the knowledge, passion, and professionalism that our announcers bring to every game.
It's Merrill. Oh, look at a fake by Merrill. There's the spin again. Gary Merrill is not human. Touchdown, St. Anthony. Profeta! 1-0, Garden City.
Our commentators research athletes and highlight storylines that matter to your communities. Our approach creates a broadcast experience that not only informs, but elevates the athletes, giving the kind of recognition usually reserved for professional levels. Varsity Media's announcers make sure that every athlete has their moment. So book a Varsity Media sportscast today, and let's get your team the recognition it deserves.
Class B semifinals here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Farmingdale State College. Beautiful pitch. Everything going well. Chris, how about the adjustments going into the second half? We're tied at 1.
Let's see. Can Carle Place use Ryan Leary a little different up top? Maybe pushing him out wide, draw 2 defenders out, and have him cross it into the box might make the difference. They did it.
And how about the other way?
And on the other side, can Oyster Bay stay cool and calm and collected and maintain their composure and stick to their game plan?
There you go. And lots of action in the first half. We'll take a look at it now. We're going to start out with this goal. It's Leary who gets that ball wide, as you said. A beautiful cross. Maffetone finishes almost more than he needed to do, but he got it done, and it was a beauty. 1-0. They got a little moxie going, feeling a little swagger. And then we have some saves. On that side, it's Reynoso. On the other side, it's Owen Mitchell. And a couple of missed shots as well. Now, this was a moment. The handball in the box could have been a game changer. They're calling for it, but no go. Maffetone wanted another crack at it. Villegas, look at the lightning speed he's got. Puts it out in front. But the defense doing their thing. Villegas again having that shot, and Mitchell says, no, sir. Try it again. No, sir, again. So Owen Mitchell, one of the stars of this game. And then here's the mishap. Reynoso loses the handle on the ball, misses the second one. Chris Hall, one. I'm still going. Left foot works also. Tied at 1, and you can see they are stoked. Christopher Hall, a great second effort. And then we continue play, and that is one of the highlights of the game. Owen Mitchell. Chris, we have not only seen some great scoring opportunities, but some incredible goaltending. Owen Mitchell just putting on a show today.
Absolutely. Getting a fully outstretched two-handed stab. Absolutely wonderful. Let's see if he can bring it.
So you got that beautiful save. Could be the difference in the game. The missed handball might be something that's talked about, but you play on. This is how this game goes. Folks, don't forget, this action today is great, but you're going to get more. You've got Syos and Oceanside AAA matchup at 6 p.m. Two great coaches, two great teams. Herrick's and Port Washington at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. We're back here on Sunday. I believe it's 12 and 2:30 for the single A's. Then we've got a Monday night double A. Then we've got a Tuesday night double A. We can breathe and see our families on Wednesday, but then back in the action for the final starting Thursday. And here's the action now. Back at Farmingdale, and Oyster Bay collecting it and looking to get their offense going. We discussed it. It seems like it's going to be mistake a set piece that decides this game. We'll see how it goes. Sometimes they work in conjunction with one another. So here comes Oyster Bay looking to open some things up out on the right wing.
Good pass out wide.
Beautiful job here.
Carle Place had about 7 guys in the box just now. The Baymen are going to have to get more numbers up top in order to capitalize.
Here comes Ryan Leary, big shoulder there, and it certainly is getting physical, as you pointed out earlier, and progressively more physical. Here's Giselle Cruz. He tries to settle it, but nobody there to support him. And here comes Leary back the other way. He's got a shot on net. Mitchell knocks it down. Save number 8, Owen Mitchell. And again, those shots look easy, but they're not. And you saw how he knocked it down. He knew there was no pressure. I guarantee he would have tried to hold that thing if there was.
And Oyster Bay looks like they're trying to force it up the middle. They're going to have to get wide here.
And we mentioned it, you know, and I can tell you, Donahue, he said, for all my money, I think that Mitchell is the best keeper in this conference. And I'll tell you, he gets up to train as a goalkeeper at 5:15 every morning before school.
Wow.
Yeah.
5:15.
5:15. Third-year starter on this team. Just a junior, he's an all-conference player this year, and really making a difference.
Take another look here. Yep, some contact on the midfield.
That was Evan Mehalakis that got clipped. Got the call, and here's Escobar over the ball. Long boot there. Looking for Leary again. They are not letting him touch the ball down there. you got to be impressed with the way they're handling him. He's a big boy. He can win the 50-50s. They are getting the jump on him. Most notably, it's Ortuna getting those jumps. Ortuno, he is sitting with that yellow card, but he's doing a nice job timing his steps and getting in front of the 50-50s.
Throwing for the Carle Place Frogs, number 9, Ryan Leary.
So it's going to be Leary with this big throw here. And he plays it short. Nick Abalato. Leary sends it in and off the head of Evan Mihalakis and out of play. How do you feel about the 50-50s in this one? I mean, Oyster Bay's been winning more than I would suppose. I don't want to get anybody mad at me.
That might be why they just played short on that throw-in just now. Play it short, get the ball on your foot, and let's turn it into almost a free kick.
Yeah. I right now, it's like timing and step. Oyster Bay's doing a great job on the 50-50s, and we've seen games won and lost in the air. Tenacious play there by Hall. So in the middle of the field now for Oyster Bay, number 21, Joel Molina. Coach said he's the most improved player he's ever had in his career. Came in as a role player, and now he's getting a lot of times, emotional leader on the field.
Chris Hall with the throw.
Christopher Hall.
And now Mihalakis. Oh, correction, Costa. My eyes are not as good up here as the night wanes on. So 5 minutes into this second half, the Class B semifinals. Earlier today, 6 p.m., you can rewatch it on Varsity Media Sports Network YouTube. Cold Spring Harbor, pretty dominant victory over Evergreen Charter, 5-0. So the 1 seed is advanced. This one's put into play. The header by Villegas. He's frustrated a second time, but he's in the mix all the time. So Cold Spring Harbor, the 1 seed advances. Here's the 2 and 3. And we're waiting to see who's going to advance to play on October 30th. 7 p.m. here at Farmingdale and on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Ryan Leary.
With a field goal.
Yeah. There you go.
Playing football this evening.
So touchy subject, right? The football situation at Carle Place. But Ryan just turned into this phenom as a wide receiver over in Carle Place and played most of his fall season on the football team. I don't know if you've seen some of the highlights, but breaking off some crazy runs, ton of touchdowns, 66-yard touchdowns.
Absolute freak show athlete.
Insane, right? I mean, by far. So the controversy goes on. He becomes arguably, one of the best football players after being an all-state soccer player. And Ryan got to play his first game on the last game of the season. And, of course, he scored a goal in the game. And now here he is in the playoffs trying to be that difference maker.
And he already got his foot on and crossed in, got the assist on the sole scoring opportunity for Carle Place.
Yep, you said it.
Mix after 1 game.
1 game. A goal and an assist in a big spot. And looking to try to make a difference in this one. But quite the storyline for Nassau County sports, period, not just soccer. There's Villegas making some moves. Again, a little bumping down low. Gavin Lima going shoulder to shoulder.
Speaking of Ryan Leary, here he comes for another throw-in. Let's see if he puts it in the box. Or does he play a little more conservatively to get it on someone's foot?
I think he goes for it now. And this is what Oyster Bay's been practicing for all week once Ryan became part of the conversation. So we'll see how they defend it. The hop and the drop, big throw. And that one's going to, oh my goodness, almost go straight through. Hits the far post and bounces out. And that's what everybody fears, just off target. Wow.
As we said earlier, this could be off a set piece or a mistake, and it looks like Carle Place is looking to capitalize on these throws.
Well, fooled everybody. I mean, it really was just the Carle Place players kind of lost it, and it went through, and Mitchell is going to kiss that left post. Goalie's best friend. Sal Cruz trying to do it by himself, but then gets that ball off. A good little touch there to Jeffrey Herrera. Cruz puts it down into the left side. Big battle down low, and it looks like the last touch was Griffin Lawner. It's going to be a throw-in for Carle Place.
Let's take a look at this throw right here. Ryan with a tremendous throw. Looks like it missed all contact and bounced right to hit the far post.
Yeah, everybody, including the defense. I mean, every player down there kind of mistimed it, and that mistiming could have been the difference maker, but the post there to save the day. Put out in front. So Mitchell 8 saves so far in this game. Left post 1. That one's put on net. Scooped up by Reynoso.
Picked up by Reynoso.
And we've got an offside on the play. Denisi right in front of him. Easy goal.
Offside's called against.
Denisi's got his full head attire on, trying to fight off these 50-degree temperatures tonight.
That one takes a little bit of a slow bounce. Leary, a quick little touch, tries to center it. Nice header, but the follow-up shot looks like it might have gone off Ortuno, and it's going to be a corner kick.
Coming up for the Frogs.
Here we get another look at that one. The shot through. It did. It hit Ortuno, went out. Good idea, though, keeping that low shot. They play it short out of the corner. That ball pitched inside, and a quick shot, touch and turn for Anthony Maffetone, and he misses wide. Maffetone with the big finish early in the game, trying to get his second. Now, Chris, does it blow your mind that number 9 is just a freshman?
It's like you're reading my mind. I'm sitting there watching the composure of this young man as a freshman, 9th grader, and he had his head up. He passed and crossed the field just now with such composure that we wish all players had.
I wish he would pick up an address in the Malvern area code, I'll tell you that. Giselle Cruz, and again, Giselle's mom couldn't make it here tonight, so hi to Mom. She's watching. And Giselle said, Mom, I'm going to get you here Thursday. We're gonna try to get you here Thursday. So shout out to Giselle's mom. And what a fantastic soccer player and an equally wonderful young man, according to Coach Donahue. That ball's put in deep. Mitchell, a little gamesmanship there. He holds on to it, finally picked up, no challenge.
He rolls the ball out wide much more frequently than most other goalies. Other goalies are booted out of the backfield to try and get to the midline, but Oyster Bay likes to play it wide out of the from the goalkeeper.
So this thing is finally settled down, and it's a breakaway possible opportunity going with the left foot. Oh, my goodness, all kinds of collisions going down there. And it looks like Oyster Bay's down and looking for a call, but it's going to be maybe a call to the trainer. I believe it was.
Yep, they're stopping the clock right now. Let's take a fresh look at this right here. A lot of contact in the box, including with the goalie.
I got to be honest, it's clean.
It is clean.
That was clean. Jeffrey Herrera, I mean, he put everything he had into it. I love that he was going to the left foot. It was a shoulder-to-shoulder contact. Ortuno trying to plead his case with the captain's band. But Carle got it right. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact when the keeper came out. Reynoso came out, slid, no contact. But almost a really good sell. I was at first I was kind of blown away but they got it right.
Oh, and Leary with the chance.
And Leary takes that shot and a fingertip save. Owen Mitchell gets the hands up, makes the block, and then just settles in like not today.
Ryan Leary gets his foot on the ball. Takes a shot, left side, left foot, and a deflection up and over.
You gotta love it. Now we got the corner kick put into play. The header, it bounces out, but it's a foul.
Based on these opportunities, Rob, it looks like both teams starting to figure out what is working.
I certainly would agree with you there. 2 breakaways back to back. Oh, okay, a little. And there's a conversation right now. You see, they got the headsets. You can see where referee Denise's hand was. He was having a conversation there with Carle about that, whether it was a foul and how much.
As we get further into this game, we got 27 minutes to go. You can feel the temperature on both sides starting to elevate. It'll be curious to see how the refs handle this for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, you can feel it on the field. You can feel it in the stands. And we pointed out, earlier, like the headsets. The officials are communicating the entire time. If you can't see it, folks, they have microphones taped to their face. All 3 of them, and 4 of them. Can't forget Philly Gabagool. All of them in contact with each other throughout the entire game.
And another thing we mentioned earlier, we have Hall of Fame referees on the field tonight. These guys are the best in the state handling this game.
All 4 of them, top of the heap for sure. And I think managing an excellent game considering the temperature and the type of contact we've seen. Leary trying to step, nice little touch. Still juggling the ball. Nice job broken up there by the Oyster Bay D.
Leary's going to get the throw right now. It's curious to see. Is he going to try and repeat what he did a little while ago? Will he get the hop, the jump, and the throw into the box? He's certainly lining up for it.
And he's getting his basketball dribbling in there as well. Here it comes. The fans doing the all boom on every one of them. And the header broken up, second effort. There's Ortuna is just like a wall over there. How many has he stopped? You're going to have to tally his saves next.
And we got another throw coming from Carle Place and Ryan Leary.
So Ortuno has 101.7 GPA. Wants to run track in college. He's a big NYCFC fan. And his coach said that he could be hurt any circumstance. That kid will knock him out of the game. And you can see it. He's kind of got that, I'm a hockey guy. I don't know if you are, Chris, but the Rangers, when they had Tortorella, and I'm not a Ranger fan. Oh, boy. Had a bunch of block shots. This kid's blocking shots like a hockey player. Opportunity there broken up.
And another set piece coming, Rob. We got a corner for Carle Place.
2 guys down on the ball.
Yeah, Lima's taking this corner. Nope, I misspoke. We've got number 11, Tristan Soares, taking this.
And this one's put into the box. It's short, almost a big header. The follow through, and it's a goal. It's Ryan Leary finishing on the back end. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong? It's Gomes. They're all hugging Gomes. Maybe I got it wrong. My bad. We'll take a look at the replay, but that ball squirted through. Here's another look. Oh, it was. I thought it was clean off of Leary's foot. It was Leary, and then Gomes got a touch. Let's get another. That was an absolute, just a bang-bang play. Look at the cross. It's a beautiful line drive touch. Looks like Leary's going to get a clean shot. Hooks it in. Gomes with the deflection through the leg of Israel Araya. What a goal.
Total team effort, 2-1, 24 minutes to go. Temperature's going to get a little higher here, Rob.
And that's a beauty, man. That's a set-piece goal, and my goodness, I mean, just one off the next. Leary with his second assist of the game. Looked like it was clean from our view, but a beautiful tip-in by Gomes. 2-1, Carle Place. We have been treated to some really gorgeous goals today. Game one, don't let the score fool you. They were some really nice goals. There was even one that was called back that might have been one of the most beautiful shots we saw. And then here today, just incredible goals. A great effort by Hall on the Oyster Bay side to follow up on a shot. Leary with a nice cross finish by Maffetone. And then the corner kick, touched by Leary, tipped by Gomes.
Free kick for the Baymen.
And the Baymen looking to try to get one back early. They are battling, a lot of shoulder-to-shoulder action. Looking for Leary. It's a deep ball.
Leary being patient up there on the right now. He knows he needs numbers to help.
And he puts that one wide. He's a little disappointed with himself, you could see there. But you called it, Coach. I mean, that was, he pulled up. He just said, let me get the numbers.
Goal kick for the Baymen.
That's IQ.
Number 00, Owen Mitchell.
You got to wonder when those deep bombs get kicked to Leary if he ever has like an instinct now to try to catch it and run it in. Now that he's an elite wide receiver. All right, here comes Oyster Bay. They got a head full of steam. Good ball down there. Little bit of a heavy touch. Christian Rivera going after it. Rivera is considered one of the best utility players, jumps into any role. And he's a older brother was a senior all-star on the team. And his younger brother is an up-and-coming goalie on the JV. The coach said that Christian is one of the toughest competitors out there. Wants to be on the field anywhere. It doesn't matter where you put him. Carle Place with possession. Coughed up as the attempt past to Leary gets broken up. Oyster Bay making a good switch of the field. Light touch there. Good job, Molina, to hold on to that one.
Oyster Bay's Aravallo needs to get rid of that ball a little bit quicker when he's coming up the midfield.
Good pass there. Intended for Cruz. Here comes Leary. He's got a little bit of a head full of steam. Shoulder to shoulder. He gets broken up again. They are not giving him any room. A call there, and it's going against Leary. Little push from behind as he fell down.
Free kick for the Baymen.
Folks, if you could be here live, I mean, the energy is back and forth, bantering with the fans. What you see on the field is being mimicked in the audience. So we have discussed many narratives, one of which was the comeback that Oyster Bay had last year to try to get back in the game. It was a 3-2 final last year in the same position. Oyster Bay gives fits to this Carle Place team no matter when and where they play. But here it's on the big stage and looking to advance to play Cold Spring Harbor in the finals.
Right now, it looks like the Baymen really need to start pushing up into the offensive third. As they're moving upfield, as they were just a moment ago, they don't have the numbers to attack Carle Place's defense.
Yeah, and Carle Place knows how to play defense. You notice that they're going long ball Leary because they know he can hold it up, and they're kind of...
Then they push up and see if the Leary will wait for them to make their move up.
So So the clock continues to tick as the temperature continues to drop, and the heat on the field just keeps going up. So we'll see if Oyster Bay can get something going. And again, we say this a lot of time in these one-goal games, but you know, if there is another one, we've got a stoppage. If there is another goal in this game, it could be the momentum swing. Oyster Bay, big throw. Ran up about 10 yards on that one. Cruz gets shut down.
Oyster Bay throwing.
Oh, nice little save.
There we go. Reynoso, another tally. That's his third save of the game. So, you know, it doesn't feel like it because they have had the pressure, but 3 saves, 1 goal. So maybe a couple more shots on net. Villegas battling down low, but Cruz comes out with the ball. A good pitch to the outside, put out in front, broke it. Oh, caught up in the legs. Cruz has a shot that goes up and over the net.
He knows he needed to get that one down a little lower. The minute it left his foot, the body language said he knew he was too far back on it.
Yeah, and then he pulled the shirt up over his head. A little frustrated with himself. But good to see him taking the shots from out there. I think that's another thing that Oyster Bay might want to do. Send something in, see if they catch another bobble and try to follow up. Main thing for Oyster Bay, and you said they got to get the balls on frame right now.
At the midfield right here, we got Ryan Leary with another throw. He's staying on the pitch right now, so let's see what he does.
Looking down the line for Villegas. I just got to apologize. Number 28 on Oyster Bay has been doing some great things. Can't find his number in the roster, but you know, I'm going to try to see if I can contact and get him. I've been looking for a name for a while, so my apologies, but
on Oyster?
On Oyster Bay, yeah, up top. So he's been incredible, really doing some nice work up top. Maybe a jersey switch. And here comes Leary. The left foot puts it out in front. Knocked back out. Leary's not quitting on the ball, but cleared by Oyster Bay. We got a player down on the field in the back. Referee Cully's going to attend to him. So, Chris, 16 minutes left, right? We're a little under 16. What I know you said they got to push up numbers. What else does Oyster Bay need to do to try to generate just shots on frame?
They're going to need to have people from the backfield come up and take some more chances and get people in the backfield. It seems like they're attacking, but not pushing the ball back and crossing the field.
Carle Place, we know that they can play in a very intense possession game, a very high level of defense. Look at that. There's one of the ball boys back there waiting for his turn. I absolutely love that shot right there. All right, folks, so we're going to remind you of the people that made this game possible today and made it possible for you to view this for free. It's Orlin and Cohen Orthopedic Group, the affiliate of Northwell Health, locations all over Nassau County. Thank you so much to Orlin and Cohen, Mike Silverman, Ray Nelson. Great job. Thank you so much for making this happen. We appreciate you so much. Lifestyle Sports, the best apparel company you can get out there. Not only helping make this game happen, but donating pennies to the South Shore Summer League, getting in on some regular season games. Lifestyles, you're an incredible sponsor. Thank you both. And we're going to get another look at the upcoming schedule, folks. Section 8 boys soccer, the semifinals continue tomorrow. It's Syosset and Oceanside, a battle of the Titans there at 6 p.m. At 8:30, Herrick's coming out of nowhere. Port Washington coming out of two teams that just had monster seasons facing off. Perfect that they meet each other where they do. And as we continue into the week, Sunday, the Class A, and on Monday and Tuesday, the AA semifinals. AA is all squared up today, games earlier. All of them started at 2 o'clock except for one, started at 6. That was Manhasset Long Beach. Overtime victory by Long Beach, 1-0. Calhoun, dominant victory, 6-0. Garden City, a dominant, I believe 8-0 is the number that we got. 7 or 8-0 dominant Garden City victory. And then Glen Cove and Syosset in a battle. It was 1-0 Glen Cove. Tied up, 2-1. I believe it got to 2-1 Glen Cove, and then 3 unanswered. And then Glen Cove scored 1 to try to get it close. 4-3 victory for Southside.
And Glen Cove got better as the year went on. They were a good team this year. They were excellent.
They certainly were, and they are a playoff. They do things in the playoffs, you know. But Coach Corvetti got his boys going and sealed the deal.
With 14 minutes to go, we need to see Oyster Bay dig a little deeper and bring the energy into this upper half of the field.
Okay, so just so we know, number 28, we have him listed as number 7. His name is Minor Zelaya, and they call him Forlong Minor because they said he can run for days, doesn't quit. We could see that. So I'm glad we got the number adjustment. We're at number 28, Minor Zelaya, and they have a joke about him that he didn't figure out for a while. Coach used to go, Minor, I never knew her. And apparently for months had no idea what the joke was, and then they kind of explained it to him. So one of the guys that goes out there and just gets his work done, good guy. And I got to give thanks to Coach Akil Rodney for letting me know the number.
Looks like the temperature's up. It looks like Carle Place is getting a little frustrated right now. They are going to have to dial in and lock in on their focus.
And we got a yellow card assessed.
That yellow card assessed against number 22, Cristiano Costa.
And it's Costa who's got the yellow. So now we got a yellow side on both sides. Ortuno on the Oyster Bay side has been playing from an early yellow card and has really settled down in this game, and now Costa on the other side. So 1 issue to either side. Good idea, just nobody going, and you can see a little bit of frustration there as Jonathan Ulloa didn't get the message from Ortuno. Ortuno very frustrated right now.
Interesting, as Oyster Bay just cleared the ball outside. Always a dangerous move because they've got the weapon right now. Ryan Leary with these tremendous throws.
Yeah, you got to think that's part of the game plan, right? Let's try to not get that ball down low. But we saw one hit the post deep. This one's a lot deeper. But look at where the Carle Place players are. They're on the goal line. The big throw punched out by Mitchell. Great job there. Save number 11 for him. Chris, another luxury we talk about. Oh, Mitchell's just a junior. So we got another year of seeing that guy out there. Little tie up. It looks like an ankle grab by Villegas, but he's back up. Here comes Oyster Bay, and that's going to be a handball for sure. Called against Maffetone.
Let's see what happens with this kick, Rob. Hopefully for Oyster Bay, they can generate a goal here.
And of course, it's going to be the freshman, Giselle Cruz. So Cruz lines up over the ball. And that one's put on net, and up wide of the net.
It was a good thought.
And we'll get another look. So Cruz, that strong left boot, and it just goes wide of the net. You did have, might have been Zelaya on the other end of it. Oh, and a nice touch there. It's Cruz. And what a shot! The Cruz missile, the bottom right corner. What a shot by the freshman. Oh, my goodness, Giselle Cruz.
Absolute phenomenal play just now. We got to take a look at that again.
Wow. That kid is a phenom. Here you go, Coach.
Here we go. Misplayed. He's got his foot on it, and absolutely unbelievable.
Wow.
Giselle Cruz versus 3 defenders and a goal, and he sinks one on the bottom right side of the net. Oyster Bay is back in it with 11 minutes to go. We are tied 2-2 here at Farmingdale State College.
My man, I am blown. This game has been everything build.
The tide just turned right now. We'll see what this looks like. This is about to get real exciting.
Wow. Leary now trying to get it done on the other side, fires that one far wide of the net. But as you can we continue just this storyline that you got going on. A freshman tying the game by a complete solo effort, just.
And beyond phenom, a third-year varsity player with a ton of awards under his belt already, ties the game. And on the other side, we have Ryan Leary, superstar senior, multi-sport athlete.
Yeah, and those are the guys that, you're looking for in this game that you peg. We talked about as players to watch, but you said it. I mean, if I said, hey, we got this guy on my team, 2-time all-conference, 1-time all-county, I'm not betting a 9th grader.
I tell you, as you say, player to watch, I find it great that we get to watch them and not deal with them in the double A's.
Absolutely, and just years of it. Absolutely incredible. And this is a young Oyster Bay team. Again, they've got freshmen, sophomores out there. The goalie's a junior. Yeah, you tell me you got Cruz on one end for another 3 years and Mitchell on the other end for another year. Oyster Bay's poisoned himself for a good run. That ball sent in, broken up by Ortuna. Here's Villegas playing with his head up, looking for a pass. Nice move to the middle, broken up. And that's going to be some heavy contact there by Ulloa. Well, the Crans letting everybody know you're not allowed to do that on the field if you can't hear it out there. Over the ball, Escobar. And this is a prime real estate place for a shot. Floating outside, Gavin Lehman, number 15 on the left.
Free kick number 28, Justin.
Out on the right, Nunez. That one's fired way over the net. Missed opportunity there, Escobar. A little frustrated there.
The goal kick coming up for the Bayman. Owen Mitchell.
2-2 game against a goalkeeper like Mitchell. You don't want to give those shots up. And I'll tell you, there wasn't a lot of protection on the outside with Lima and Nunez. You might have been able to even set one down and get it to them without too much pressure.
Does look like Oyster Bay's playing with some renewed energy and focus right now. We've got 8 minutes to go, and this is going to be great.
Villegas gets pickpocketed, and now we're going back the other way. Looking for Cruz, gets broken up. You said it. They have a little swagger to them. Oh, some serious contact there. Shoulder to shoulder, but left the feet. And Ulloa might have got, I mean, that's 2 hard contact plays by Ulloa. Giselle Cruz and Leary just exchanging Instagram information. Oh boy, they're gonna have a conversation with Cruz. This is where the freshman's gotta definitely put his emotions in his pocket. This is not worth it, Giselle. And I gotta be honest, he's pulling this with the best referee because Cully is a master psychologist out there. If anybody knows how to talk to players, it's Tom Cully.
Cully's talented with keeping the temperature and the tone of the game exactly where it needs to be, focused on soccer.
Costa sends that one in, again broken up by the Oyster Bay defense. Like you said, I mean, he's just really good at communicating.
Ooh, just a little too much as it rolls out of bounds.
Out of bounds, throw in for the Frogs.
And they're going to slow him up. It looks like Oyster Bay is going to make a substitution hold, looking to go quick there.
A little under 7 minutes left in the second half of regulation.
Well, Chris, I'll tell you, we sat through one that was tight for half a game and then became a runaway train for Cold Spring Harbor. This one, it's a classic, and it's Class B semifinal. If I told you Class B semifinal is going to have an epic game, I don't know you'd bet on it.
I don't know if I would have believed you.
No. Yeah, these two teams would be exactly who you thought, but, man, I'll tell you. Oh, so now here we got some information. Thank God. Look at the great Akil Rodney. Minor Zelaya, who was billed as number 7 and was wearing number 28, is now wearing number 26 because there's blood on 28. So, number 26 now, Minor Zelaya. The mystery man out there. Well, look at that jersey. Play on. That's okay. Big jersey pull, but they were not going to take away advantage. Now, we saw a yellow card in the first game for that same exact thing. So it shows you how officials do things differently.
Oyster Bay is really going on the attack right now. They've sent a couple of through balls. They're trying to make something happen. We only have about 5 minutes to go.
And here comes Leary. They roll over him. He's going to put that ball wide to, oh, correction. I thought that thing was going out. Nice handle on it. Jaron Nunez. Leary giving chase. Feet lock up, but everybody stays on their feet. Leary now looking for a spot, tries to get it through, and it's going to be a corner kick. Jaron Nunez outside on that right side wearing number 14. He had been out this year. He had 2 concussions.
Oof.
He had to go through concussion protocol twice.
That is a slow, lengthy process to get these young men back onto the field.
100%. Coach, he's got a great IQ for the game, knows what he's doing out there, but, boy, battle-tested indeed. Cristiano Costa. In swinger. Leary up with the header. Mitchell. Oh, boy, Escobar didn't see the bobble. And Mitchell, another save. 12 on the night. Oh, my goodness. A nice move by Cruz. Just a little too much on it and broken up in the back by Nicholas Scotcha. Scotcha, first-year starter. And Cruz is down. holding his face.
There was some contact on the play just now, but it was right in front of the ref.
So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with Cruz. Not sure if he's poked in the eye, but he's back in the play. And now here's Zelaya. Drops it into Cruz.
Some real nice sportsmanship just now between Cruz and Carle places number 12, Abatiello, after the contact on that play.
So got a little stoppage of the clock, back to 3:45, and we're going to continue play. Not sure what the stoppage was, but we continue action here at Farmingdale State College. Ball sent deep for Leary. He gets a little shove, arm up on it, play on. Some nice touches there as Oyster Bay tries moving up the ball with Jeffrey Herrera. Jeffrey's nickname is Suave.
Ooh.
Yeah, Rico. Jeffrey Suave. Yeah, so Jeffrey Suave, smooth on the ball. So it makes everything looks easy. All county honorable mention this year.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Looking for Cruz in the midfield. And he's knocked off the ball. Pokes through. What a defensive play there. I think that was, I don't want to give credit to Artuna all the time.
That's all right. You can.
I can. But that was Israel Araya. Another big, strong player back there. Araya and Artuna, wide shoulders, tough guys. And this shot from deep, up and over the net. It was a missile, but off by about a foot.
Goal kick coming up for the Bayman, number 00, Owen Mitchell, as we approach the 2-minute mark for the second.
All right, Coach. 2 minutes left. Chris, what's going to happen here, man?
If it keeps like this, we're heading to overtime.
Oh, you just said it. Sweeney just choked on him. What a Mount Sour patch. Yeah, this game has just classic written all over it. It's got to end. Oh, boy, Cruz trying to repeat. Reynoso making a save wide of the net. Keeps it on the field. Wow. Almost the same exact shot. So I guess, do you want to start explaining the overtime rules? It's got.
Well, is it too early? What do you think? Let's do it. Well,
it's 2 sessions. Going to be 2 sessions of 15 minutes. And then we
go into penalties.
And we go into the skills competition. Oh, Leary trying to break that thing up. But yes, and when we do, if we do, we got a minute, less than a minute to determine it. It's golden goal. Winner takes all, one shot.
Yep.
And the way this is going, man, I wouldn't bet either way. This is just a high-energy game. Purple and green in the stands. Getting tense.
We just had a Roosevelt just had a double overtime game recently that got settled in shootout against Great Neck North, and the intensity gets up a little more.
Oh, we will see that. 30 seconds remaining in this. I'm going to say it's as close to inevitable as you're going to get as Mitchell plays it short. That's an interesting decision. I don't know that I would have done that. But Oyster Bay attempting to build from back with the 30-second marker. Ball's back in play. Broken up. Villegas offside. So Leary was offside. 8 seconds. That's going to take us ticking down. Folks, the clock stopped at 7. So the clock was a little bit off. That is going to be the end of 80 minutes of play. We are tied up at 2 right now. Here's that corner kick. Leary gets the touch, finished by Gomes. It's a beauty, but Oyster Bay says, just wait a minute. Giselle Cruz shoots it in. Folks, you're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're tied at 2, overtime coming up.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships. For all the latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports. Are you a local business looking for new and creative ways to promote your company? Varsity Media offers affordable rates that can get your message across to a demographic of 18 to 54 years of age. Our follower base across social media is 75,000 strong, and our viewership numbers per game are in the thousands. Don't blow your advertising budget on old staples like TV and radio media. Reach out to Varsity Media to get the best bang for your buck.
Now's your chance to score a touchdown with Varsity Media's ISO video. Video footage that focuses on your athlete only. Perfect for recruiting reels. Spots are limited, so reach out today. Email jeff@varsitymedia.net to book your next ISO video with Varsity Media. Help keep Varsity Media's broadcasts free on YouTube by considering an advertising sponsorship. Our coverage of local games helps local businesses get visibility in the community. To learn more about our sponsorship packages and rates, email ben@varsitymedia.net.
For the latest news in high school sports,
it's overtime here at Farmingdale State College. Nothing you'd rather do on a Friday night than get to overtime, tied at 2 in a game that you can watch for days. The way these two teams are playing, it's battle out. Chris, we've got 15 minutes on the clock. If we get through it, I believe there's a 3-minute break and then another 15 added on. If we get through that, we go to the skills competition, which nobody likes to see. I don't like to see personally as a way to end the game, but we are in a golden goal situation. Next team to score wins. I know we can't make any predictions. We shouldn't regardless, and I don't think you can. I think this is a game where you can't.
These two teams are so evenly matched right now, whether you're talking about offense, defense, talented goalkeepers. This is anyone's match right now. And this is some of the most intense ball you're going to see all season. Playoff overtime soccer, it is unbelievable.
100%, and I can tell you right now with Oyster Bay, I mean, you've got LL Cool J, Mama said, don't call it a comeback. I mean, they keep coming back. Maffetone scored the first goal. Nice pass by Leary. That was in under 3 minutes. It felt like you're like, oh, boy, this might be Carle Place's night. A response a little bit later on. Chris Hall on the little bobble follows up. Serendipity, just a nice moment taking advantage. Then Gomes scores on the tip from Leary, and you go, okay, pressure's on. Giselle Cruz goes, I'm only in 9th grade. I got to show you guys what I can do. Unassisted goal on a gaff, taken over at the defensive zone and finishing on a beautiful shot. There he is, Giselle Cruz on the left side of the screen.
I don't even know if momentum is heading into overtime. It feels like a fresh game right now.
And you've got number 9 offensively on both sides, right? You got Leary wearing number 9 on the green side. He has been involved in both goals. And then number 9 on the other side scoring the tying goal. Both on very different parts of their career, right? You got number 9 in green in his last hurrah as a Frog. And Giselle Cruz just starting out.
Just starting as a third-year varsity member.
All right, so the ball's coming down. Here's an opportunity. Broken up. Looked like it was Hall getting down low.
And we've got a corner.
Oh, we do. Okay. You saw Hall breaking in on the right. I thought he was going to try to get that cross over to Hall, but broken up, and it's going to be Cruz.
And the Baymen are moving up numbers to get into the box.
So, folks, the official clock on the field is going to be a little different than what we got up there for you right now, but a matter of seconds. Doesn't matter now. Cruz sends that thing in. Or Tuna with the header, but goes a little bit wide. That one skied in the air. No one picks up the 50-50. So here's Escobar. A nice ball put through on the right side to Lima. Lima sends the cross. Mitchell punches it, but it goes through. Nobody able to connect.
And we've got a corner.
Mitchell got away with one there. He doesn't swing and miss often, but a little bit of a touch. And we've seen this one before. Cristiano Costa. Crafty player. He's got a nice shot with the right foot. Can get an in-swinger here. It's low.
Oof.
Missed header goes right through Escobar, just missing.
Looked very dangerous there, Rob.
Yeah, if the big man connected, he was in a good spot on the field. But the ball goes through, and everybody collectively holding their breath. Here comes Leary. He steals one, loses the ball, goes too deep. It's going to be a goal kick.
Oyster Bay's going to have to get the ball out of the backfield a little bit quicker than that.
I don't know that Ryan knew that he was going to jump on that as quickly as he did. Might have thought he had more space. But Leary a little bit heavy on the touch. His momentum took him over the line. So here comes Carle Place again, pushing the ball out wide, but broken up again. My goodness. Jaron Nunez trying to make some moves. The way these two teams are playing defensively, you need to have eyes in the back of your head.
Uh-oh.
Leary gets a little touch over, finds himself. Defender goes down. The shot blocked in front and cleared. And it's sent back in deep again. And it looks like a foul on the play. And we're going to stop the clock. Not quite sure what the clock stoppage is. I'm trying to... Oh, I think this is the chance for them to reset the clock, perhaps. We'll see. We got referee Denisi. Maybe going to throw up some hand signals. Okay, I'm assuming right now that they are stopping to fix the clock on the scoreboard. There's a lot of eyeballs up here. I'm not quite sure. So they're asking them to run the clock. Okay, so the clock is being run from this point on. And you can see, all right, so I figured it. Cully's holding, holding play till the clock matches what he's got on his watch. And there's the whistle. So we about 15, 20 seconds we had to pick up on. And we're now all caught up. So 11-18, that helps everybody. In a game like this especially, Leary drops it back off to Lima. Lima still stays on the ball. Lima with the left foot shot wide. That one was bending. It just bent a little too far to the left. That was a blast, man. He got that shot off quick.
Being real aggressive right now. Nice play by Leary to pass that ball out and try to make something happen.
And how about Lima just sticking with it? You know, he ran into traffic, found his way through. And if you want to know how to make a ball swing out to the left, I mean, you just saw a beautiful shot outside laces. Oyster Bay getting a little bit of time, looking for Cruz. The ball heads deep, kicked out of play, and Oyster Bay is going to have a throw deep. They're going to pitch it off the hole. Chris Hall to Cruz, the 2 goal scorers, back and forth there. Here comes Cruz looking for space. He digs through. He's got it. The right foot puts it out, and the cross just too deep for anybody there. Jeffrey Herrera was there. Cruz just missing it. He's going at it, and he got bumped off the ball. And again, the technical play of both of these teams and the physicality. You don't know what to watch, the shoulders of the feet.
Oyster Bay's trying to open up some space right here by crossing the field. They're moving in. They're in the box.
Cruz with a nifty play off the heel, but he puts it too far. You know, you saw it on one side with Leary passing to himself. Now you see it on Cruz on the other side passing it to himself. It's remarkable, not just the skill level, but the confidence both these young men have. Going with the short throw. 9 minutes in the first overtime remaining. And that one is sent deep. Chris Hall gives chase, but Reynoso's going to have time to scoop it up. Escobar with the header, but they're going to say a push on the back, and Oyster Bay is going to get the free kick.
You said it earlier, Rob. This game is going to come down to a mistake, and every time we see a free kick or a corner or a throw-in, you can just feel the entire crowd here take a deep breath.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everything's on the line right now. It is sudden death, golden goal. We're in overtime, tied at 2. Class B semifinals, the 8:30 game, game 2 of the day. Cold Spring Harbor advanced earlier today. And everything's out on the table now. Good through pass there. Here comes Lima. Lima with that left. He's battling, holding on, taking it kind of deep. Didn't have too much support. Villegas a little bit behind the play. Didn't have time to check in.
Number 00, Owen Mitchell.
Right now, Gavin Lima's just got one thing on his mind, and it's getting that ball as deep down the field as he can. All right, here comes Oyster Bay now. You got Hall out on the right. You got Cruz out on the left. Wow, nice move there as Carle Place. Wow, that shot just wide. Carle Place guys are really man-marking well back there. You notice that they are not giving much space to anybody on the offensive side.
It looks like they're taking some shot opportunities to see if they can maybe get a little lucky.
And it's all about those second opportunities. You know, they can get this thing done if they just follow up on the ball. But here comes Carle Place. Leary, double team, broken up. Scotcha misses that one. Hall tries to get the through ball to Cruz, recovers, and a really nice defensive play there by Evan Michalakis. Michalakis driving in on the play, finds Escobar. To Leary. Little ping pong, playing it back. Play on. Everybody stopped on that. Lima takes the ball deep. It's going to be a big throw-in right now from number 9.
Substitution on the field for both teams.
If you ask Coach Connor Reardon what he'd rather have down here, a corner kick or a throw-in, with this guy, you'd rather pick the throw-in. More control.
I think so.
And a throw-in for the Frogs, number 9, Ryan Leary.
All right, Leary lines this one up. It's a big throw in the box. Mitchell gets a fist on it. Tally another save for him. Good job. He's got 13 saves, and man, they have been acrobatic.
And the Baymen have done a really nice job of shutting this down.
They get the ball out quickly. When there's a save, they kind of just push the ball out.
They've been staying focused and not getting distracted by any contact in the box.
Zelaya with the spike throw in. Broken up down low as Christian Rivera tried to get that ball through. Rivera getting a little, a nice pass, Rivera to Cruz. Oh boy, well, that's an easy call. And you got a guy that's 6'2" pulling on a jersey of a
Someone
a
much
freshman.
smaller, yeah.
Oyster Bay going with that quick play. I would have liked them to settle the ball down there. I understand the quick attack, but if you're going to get those shots, you got to take it. Right now, Cruz going to a knee out there. How about that? You saw Mel Halakis go over there and check on him.
I'd say it looks like both teams have a really good respect for each other. They both know they can play at a high level. Each team knows they have great goalkeepers.
And here we go. That ball put through, broken up by the defense. The header bounces around. It's bobbling out in front, but again cleared by the Oyster Bay defense. Boy, just when you blink. Nunez trying to settle it down. Ball goes to Villegas, to Ryan Leary. Leary has a shot off the back heel. And play continues as Carle Place continues to put pressure on down low. Lima sends that ball in. Nice touch there by Gomes. Scored one of the goals today. Again, Gomes, 6'2", left foot. And one thing that Reardon said is he's always been positioned to put the ball on the net, and you saw right there, if he got that turn clean, he might have had a nice shot. That one settled down. Looking for Cruz, just a short step there.
Every time there's a possession, we're seeing some connections of passes. We're seeing players where they need to be. And neither team can just close this out right now. Very evenly matched.
It's going to be a free kick. Got a man down again, and I believe it's Cruz again. I mean, he's been taking a beating out there. He got the call. You got to hope he's okay. That could be a complete shift in everything. So I'm going to tell you, we both know Donahue for a long, we know how he is. Passionate guy, and he gets very emotional about his players. You could bet that he's going to be yelling that this is my guy. Protect him a little better. But most of the hits they've been clean. Yeah, he's getting.
There's been no malicious, intent on any of this. It's players going after a ball and playing with high energy.
And players that are dinged up already. It's a long season. We're in the depths of it now. Still have a way to go if we're going to win a state championship. That ball's put in play. A really nice ball. Looking for Artuno. Carle Place wins it. Oh, that one's coughed up and almost through to Henry Funes. Cut back nicely. That's going to be offside.
Offsides called against the Baymen.
And I believe it was Henry Funes was called outside. He was a late season addition to the team. He was trying to balance out work and playing. Strong physical guy out there. He puts his head down and gets to it. Coach said a typical Bayman mentality, and something that Coach Donahue did talk about. A lot of these young men on the field have to work jobs to help their families out and still come and love the game and play. And he works with them.
The fact that these young men can balance work, a practice schedule, a game schedule, and their academics is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, beyond amazing. And he talks about the community and the support that they try to give. Here's Lima. Oh, boy. kept on the field. Good. What an incredible turn there. Incredible turn there to get that ball out of play. Risky, but incredible. It's Funes losing his feet there, and Mihalakis driving up the field. Yeah, so just again back to that idea, it's absolutely incredible. Leary stays on side. He puts that ball out, looking for Villegas, and it's going to roll on out.
We are 30 seconds away from headed to overtime 2.
All right, I believe it's 3 minutes in between. If I have it right, we'll find out when the scoreboard goes. But this thing is ticking down.
Substitution on the field for the Baymen.
All right, so there's going to be a substitution, and with the throw in deep, no harm, no foul. Try to keep this ball in play. 10 seconds, winding down. All right, folks, at the end of the first overtime, we are going to be knotted up at 2 apiece as we continue our journey. 3 minutes in between. 15 are going to be put on the clock, folks. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network. Overtime action number 2 after this.
Snap more than the ball? We've got specialists for that. Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Orlin and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle. So you can feel better, faster.
This is Jalen Brunson. You're watching Varsity Media.
Parents, your support means everything to your athletes and to us at Varsity Media. To help us continue bringing you the best YouTube coverage of high school sports on Long Island, we invite business owners to consider a sponsorship on our broadcasts. If you own a business, consider a sponsorship for your athlete's team. It's a great way to show support, gain visibility, and keep the coverage going strong. Join us in making a difference. Contact Varsity Media today to learn more about broadcast sponsorship opportunities by emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
We are back in action here at Farmingdale State College. The Varsity Media Sports Network bringing you the second overtime of what has turned into an instant classic as a B semifinal game. The Oyster Bay Baymen and the Carle Place Frogs putting on a show physically, technically, joined briefly by Cold Spring Harbor coach who's been out there freezing, watching the game, Christian Lynch. His scouting report's going to be insane. But this has been a battle, Chris. The next 15 minutes, what are we thinking?
Both teams are going to lay it all on the line. This might be a game of, it's going to be a game of a mistake. It could be off a free kick. It could be off of a corner. Something is going to happen unexpected this period. If it does not, we go into penalties.
But you're feeling it's going to end in play, yeah?
Yeah,
all right.
Like something's going to happen. Both teams have it figured out. They know what they need to do. They just have not been able to execute it yet.
Yeah, I'm feeling what you're feeling. I want to see it done in the next 15. When you go to PKs, I mean, it's exciting for fans at home. But if you're looking to move on to a championship, you don't want to say we lost in PKs. And again, maybe that's just me. Fun to watch. But let's see if they can win it. Somebody can win it in the next 15 minutes. So again, Coach Connor Reardon with the state champion Carle Place Frogs. He's got the 11 he wants on the field out there for the first time all year. And on the other side, Coach Donahue just passionately rooting on his team to get this underdog stigma off of them. Here's Funes, sends the ball deep, looking for Cruz, but way out in front. So for Coach Reardon, he's graduated a whole bunch of guys that were on that state championship team, brought some back, but he's got some new players really stepping up this year. That ball is almost through. Tough touch there. Funes took a turn in and booted right back in play. Cruz. Some strong play on Cruz's back. No call.
In the early part of this period right here, it looks like Oyster Bay's playing with some poise and some good control on the ball here.
Well, you got to think if you're in the second overtime against the state champion team.
You know that you can do this.
You can, and you're playing with house money. Here comes Ryan Leary. Broken up. What a step by Ortuno. And Ryan looked like he got caught in between.
Yep.
He took that touch. I think it was one touch more than he wanted. And he looked down, and in the second he looked down, Ortuno cleared that thing out. But this is what he does. This is what he gets paid for over here, right?
And now Ryan's going to take one of these magnificent throws.
You got the big man, Escobar, in front of the net. Leary puts it in short. Broken up by Ortuno. Doesn't get to Escobar. He was the intended target. Leary with the touch. And the last touch goes out of bounds. Great defensive effort there by James Leary. Leary on Leary crime down there.
By James Leary.
So when the Carle Place fans are singing "Let's Go Leary" out there, James can take it. That is for him. All right, nothing called. We're going to keep playing on here. There's James Leary, hard touch. Ryan Leary is going to pick it up and get the throw.
Number 9, Ryan Leary.
With the way Ryan is lining up right here, it looks like he is going for it and trying to get it into the box.
He certainly is. Anthony Maffetone was in, and he was waving him to go deep. There's the throw, looking for Escobar. Escobar, the header. Second header goes wide, Villegas. Oh, a heavy shot there. And they are going to call that one against Anthony Maffetone. So that header combination right there was interesting. Escobar got the head on it, directed it towards the net. Villegas came in, intending maybe to do the old second touch tip, but sent it wide.
And then to Oyster Bay's credit, they quickly organized themselves and cleared the ball up the sideline.
As they have done, right?
Over and over tonight.
And the stars back there, Israel Araya and David Ortuno, the two center backs, both seniors.
Got a yellow on the field.
Oh, boy, and that's to
4.
Araya.
Yep.
Oh, no. The other way?
Yellow card assessed against the Bayman.
So the yellow card went to the Oyster Bay player, and Oyster Bay has the kick. Okay, sorting things out in my brain. But the yellow card was assessed to Israel Araya. Just talking about him, the center back. So now the guys I just said, Ortuno and Araya, the two senior center backs, both have yellow cards.
Now the question is, do you put them right back in the second overtime?
No doubt. Doesn't matter now. You're not, you're worried about playing the next game. Everybody can't be there. That's how it goes, I guess. But they rely on those guys way too much. Leary, heavy touch. And it's going to be Ryan Leary now taking the throw. They're playing with fire now.
Ryan Leary.
Can't give this kid too many throws. So again, Escobar is going to park himself where he usually does. Right outside the 6. Here's the throw. That one goes off the head of an Oyster Bayman and scoop back up. So stays in play. Play on. Good touch there. All ball, says referee Cully. And here comes Carle Place, head full of steam. Lima takes that ball in, was looking out in front for Leary. Good idea, but broken up again by Ortuno.
Oh, nice little chip shot, trying to get it to Leary for a header.
Leary with the header, and it's in the net. Leary in overtime. Leary in overtime. The goal, 2 assists, and the game winner with a little under 10 minutes remaining in the second overtime. Ryan Leary just does what Ryan Leary does. 2 games, 2 goals, 2 assists, and the game winner. He was involved in every single goal of the game. Here it is, another look, the header, and it just
missed the hands of the goalkeeper. Unbelievable.
Wow, Owen Mitchell did everything he could. It was a lot. It wasn't even it's just absolutely incredible how this game breaks. Chris.
Placement off a header like that is just simply remarkable.
Remarkable. And, you know, just your take on the game. Obviously, Leary factoring in every single goal. What are we looking at here? Obviously, kudos to Oyster Bay.
Hats off to Oyster Bay. Great season. Unbelievable 3-2 loss this evening. However, right now, Carle Place just played a double overtime game, winning, using every player on the field. They are primed to run for the state cup again.
You heard it, folks. You heard it right here. Chris Unger, primed to go to make the whole show, win the whole shebang again. So there it is again. It's Ryan Leary going off the face-off Cold Spring Harbor in the next round, folks. This has been a Varsity Media production. Your executive producer, Ben Turchin, broadcast director, magician Chris Sweeney, technical director today, the soccer master Jacob Semkin, camera operators, the great Ron Pierre and Tyler Stazak, and my partner, Chris Unger. I'm Robert Anderson. You watch the Varsity Media Network. We're not done. Be back tomorrow, Triple A's.